Drag me down here. You take my cell phone? Would you like my shoelaces?
Oh, I don't know. Are you a suicide risk?
I have intimacy issues, and do I have any messages?
I don't know. Would you like me to check? I can't.
I would like for you to tell me what I'm doing here, Commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me feel like a criminal.
Oh, God, Mr. Manning. No need to feel like a criminal. I mean, yes, of course you are one. Mm-hmm. No. So, I would like to discuss with you your relationship with Heather Weber.
I don't have a relationship with Heather Weber.
So you just randomly assign ringtones to perfect strangers? Because I think you have a ringtone here for... Let me just find it. Oh, this...
Crazy calling, crazy calling, crazy calling, crazy
That's catchy.
calling, crazy calling, crazy calling.
Are you So I would like you to help me find Heather. You are aware that she escaped, right?
From Ferncliff.
Did she turn to you yet?
Why would she turn to me?
I don't know, because she did it before. In fact, I walked in on the two of you. Do you remember in this very room when I brought her in connection with the Zakara murder? And she used her one phone call, her one and only phone call, to call you. So, why would you do that, Mr. Manning? Unless she expected you to help her.
What do you got there?
I have no control over who calls me.
But you do have a choice. You not only chose to take Heather's call when we brought her into custody, you also chose to come down here to the police station to see her.
Right. At the time, I was her employer. Heather was writing a column for me, and I thought she might have had a scoop about some kind of police scandal. You don't exactly run a squeaky clean department, do you, Commissioner?
And back to the subject. Once you realized that we were questioning her in regards to the Zakara murder, why did you continue to support her?
Because she swore up and down that she was innocent. And I can identify with that. The whole world thinks you're guilty when you've done nothing wrong.
What exactly did she want from you?
I don't know. She was worried about what her son would think. She didn't want anyone in her family. She doesn't have a lot of family to think poorly of her. She didn't want me to fire her. You know, that kind of thing.
All right. So then once we released her, what was your relationship with her?
She just did her job.
Yes, exactly. Which brings me to a whole other point. She has absolutely no experience as a newspaper columnist. Why would you employ her in the first place?
Because she's a lunatic. She's completely bonkers.
You consider that a career asset?
In my business? Absolutely. Yes. And I have a sister who suffers from mental illness, and she's dealt with that prejudice her whole life, that people think she's incompetent just because she's, and... So, I gave Heather the benefit of the doubt until she started shooting people, and then I had to let her go.
And that was the last you saw her?
Do you mind?
Is it Heather?
No.
No?
So...
Yeah.
Todd Manning.
I know who it is. I called you.
What can I do for you?
Unless you want me going to the cops about you and Heather switching those babies, you better get your ass over here. Now.
Can you tell me what this is in reference to, Mrs. Muchnick?
It's in reference to Connie, Mr. Muchnick. Now get your ass over here.
Unless you're going to charge me for being Heather Weber's boss, there's something
No, you're free to go.
Just want to say that, as interrogations go, this was very pleasant.
I wish I could say the same. We will find Heather, Mr. Manning. She doesn't have the resources to stay ahead of us for long. And if you're hiding anything, I'll find out.
Any word on Heather Weber?
Why just question Todd Manning?
Hey, let me guess. He hasn't heard from her. He wouldn't talk to her even if he had. At that point, he probably flicked his head and went, "Can I go now?"
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He said that he hasn't had any contact with her since she worked for him at the Sun, which of course is lying.
Of course he's lying. Can you prove it?
Actually, I can. Our friend, Todd Manning, went to visit Heather a few days before she escaped from Ferncliff. I mean, that directly contradicts his statement that he's severed all ties with her.
I'm assuming they patted him down before this visit.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's no exact proof that he aided and abetted her escape, but that's not really the point, because she's at large, and that's that. My whole question is their connection. Why would a wealthy newspaper publisher jump to the bidding of a certified crackpot that he's only met a few months ago? Manning gives her a job that she has absolutely no experience at. Then he comes running when she gets arrested. And lastly, he visits her at Ferncliff. Why? You have a look. What is that look?
This look,
That one.
I might be onto something.
What? Tell me.
Patience, Anna. Isn't that what you're always saying to me? Patience?
Come on.
Look, if what I have turns out to be true, it might explain why Manning's under Heather Weber's thumb.
What are you saying? I can move over.
First, I gotta make sure I'm sure about everything, right? Either way this goes down, people are gonna get hurt.
But I want to know as soon as you have something definitive.
If Manning's linked to Weber, you're my first phone call.
I'll settle for second.
Fair enough.
Because apparently there's other parties involved, and
Hey, when you slap those cuffs on Manning, I want to be there.